Hey, just working on the Surburban. Wanted to give a quick update on the wiring. Basically just got the wiring harness installed, so just wanted to show what that's looking like now. Everything's really like wrapped up and safe and nice looking, so I'm really pleased with how it came out. And I'm gonna go grab the battery off of the trickle charger in a second and hopefully fire this bad boy up. But hopefully you can see. Let me see if I can, no, I can't turn it around. Okay, that's fine. So there's a fuse block. It's all cleaned up. Unfortunately, some of the rust stripped the plating away, so it doesn't look as nice as I'd like, but I went ahead and put dielectric grease on all of the fuse holders, so that should be ready to go. Missing a couple 3-amp fuses there, but I think I'm going to substitute 5-amp fuses for now, just to get us going. Looking up here above the fuse block, we've got most of the main power feed. There's just a few wires that aren't taped to anything. Those are basically just stragglers that go to different circuits, and they're not like high amperage or anything, and they're all fused, so I'm not too worried about that. Looking up underneath the dash here, we have our new dash harness all wired up there. It actually looks a lot messier in the camera than it does in real life. But you should have seen it before it was actually wrapped. There's a lot of stuff wrapped here that was just all over the place. We're getting the ignition switch wrapped up right now. That is the windshield washer switch, not the ignition switch. Coming around here on the other side of the dash, we've got the ignition switch, which is almost wired up, and the main junction block, which is back, let's see if I can get it in here, back in its original place and mounted to the firewall where it should be, which is awesome. I'm glad that that turned out well. And then of course I have to finish this firewall grommet connector right here. None of that is wired up to the engine right now, so got to finish that up. And there's like a few extra circuits that I haven't done yet, like windshield wiper, windshield washer, bottle and pump. And then actually there's some interesting wires and grommets in the firewall here that aren't on the diagram. So there's either some accessories on this truck that are not on the diagram, or perhaps this diagram is not 100% accurate, which we would be in trouble if it was not. I think for the most part, though, the wiring was same on a lot of these trucks and Suburbans from this year. Actually, that's a good point. Let's take a look at this diagram real quick. Doesn't look like my diagram actually says what it's for, but I know that it's for, it was first supposed to be for a 65 Suburban, so the wiring should be like almost on point. All the wires and stuff in the circuits are the same color as indicated in the diagram, so I'm not too worried about it, but we'll find out in a second. One thing that I eliminated, which was kind of unfortunate, but it was just really redundant, was there was a GM hazard switch here, but it was redundant because this aftermarket turn signal lever has a hazard circuit built in, so it's just a lot of unnecessary wiring. And I took that off. Maybe Brent can sell it or something, I don't know, raise some more money for some other parts of the car. I've got that right here, and yeah, you can see it's just a lot of extra wiring. And it was one of the things that caused electrical fire, so that was one thing that we eliminated that is potentially hazardous. So yeah, I think I guess I'll show the engine real quick. I think that's about it though. Just got the engine here and the new, or not new, but a refurbished junction block horn relay over there, and that's the area we have to wire up still. But yeah, I'd say we're about 80% done, which is awesome. I'd love to get this thing running today and maybe just like back it out, pull it back up. But we'll see what happens. I'm suspecting there was going to be at least one problem with the wiring, just one part of the diagram that I had a really hard time like interpreting. So we'll see what happens. Stay tuned.